Commendation to the late Prime Minister Pierre Charles to accompany the formal renaming of Melbourne Hall Airport as the Douglas Charles Airport. For giving heroic service to the Commonwealth of Dominica, Prime Minister Pierre Charles dedicated his life to the cause of Dominica's political independence, and upon becoming Prime Minister of independent Dominica, tackled the national fiscal and economic crisis of the first decade of the 20th century. Through selfless, thoughtful, and persistent leadership, and for the sacrifice of his own life at the service of the nation, he has gained the love and admiration of the people. Prime Minister Charles's leadership actions have brought credit upon himself, his family, the people of the constituency of Granby, and the Commonwealth of Dominica. It is for this heroic service, which he undertook in close partnership with his predecessor, the late Prime Minister Roosevelt Rosie Douglas, February 2000 to October 2000, that the Douglas Charles Airport is named, given under my hand and the public seal of the Commonwealth of Dominica this 27th day of October 2014, President Angelo Salva. Charles Angelo Salva.
His Excellency Charles Savre, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mrs. Savre, Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Honorable Alex Boyd Knight, Speaker of the House of Assembly, government ministers and their spouses, Reverend Dr. Evans Dodds, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the Douglas family, members of the Board of Directors of DASPA, ladies and gentlemen. We are all gathered or tuned in to be part of a ceremony honoring two great leaders, two people who have made unimaginable contributions to our country, the one that we love so much, Dominica. The majority of people will never know the Pierre Charles that we knew, the father, the husband, the comedian, the dancer, the friend. However, it was a privilege to share the part of him that Dominica and the world grew to appreciate and love, the leader, the innovator, the visionary. Against opposition, he fought to save our country from entering an economic graveyard. It was critical to our survival. However, many did not see the vision and did not support the decisions of his cabinet. But today, we are all still afloat because of those same decisions. This is our opportunity to reevaluate our reactions to the decisions which may not particularly be our favorite, but which will ultimately lead to our benefits. Standing on the outside looking in, we all have many opinions. What my father would want, what he would say. However, none of us are fortunate enough to have such intel because he was and will always be in a league of his own. However, the fact remains that without his strong will to push through for us, we would not be in the state of stability that we are in today. Uncle Rosie and my father shared an unconditional friendship. They went through numerous ups and downs together and even shared similar untimely passings. It is absolutely fitting that they are remembered together as they always were. The names Pierre Charles and Roosevelt Douglas will once again receive not just national, but international recognition. They will now become household names to all who travel to and through our amazing country. The decision to honor my father, Pierre Charles, is one that's humbling, because we already know how much of a pillar he was to the Grand Bay constituency, and as such, his legacy has been highlighted through landmarks such as the Pierre Charles Secondary School and the Pierre Charles Boulevard. However, allowing the rest of Dominica to remember him every time we mention our airport means the world to us. Some leaders were born, and some of them were created. My father, the late Honorable Prime Minister Pierre Charles, was one of those who was created to lead, in addition to setting a foundation for our current leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, who continues to fight for us, the Dominican population. Today, my mother, the Honorable Justina Charles, my brother, Camilo Che Charles, my son, Malcolm Sylvester Jr., myself, and the rest of my Charles family would want to thank the government for allowing the future generations to be taught about and remember my dad for the contributions and ultimate sacrifice that he made for the people of Dominica. He could have migrated to pursue his law degree that he always wanted to do. Or he could have simply followed the footsteps of the 5 siblings before him and go abroad. Instead, he gave himself to Dominica, and now Dominica gives a piece back to him. God bless our country, God bless our people, and God bless our government. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Douglas Charles Airport.
You try to jump in the walls like a true Caribbean soldier. You have no country at hand, but your hopes and your dreams are shattered when it's so young to have your time. Like a soldier, like a soldier, like a soldier. You die with your footsteps on. Once it's true you are gone, in a memory you linger on. For you gone as a special place in his palace. No more pain, no more sorrow, no more talk shows tomorrow, no more worries on earth. Peacefully you let decide like a soldier. You die like a soldier, like a soldier. You died with your footsteps on. Really toil for our country. Really, really toil for our country. Sad you had to leave the whole nation free. Your death was too much. Inside we are deeply touched. In your sentence you did your best. Stabilization was your quest. Your death was a lesson to everyone. It's only God has the master plan. Cause like a soldier, like a soldier, like a soldier. You died with your footsteps on. Once it's true you're gone, in no memory you linger on. For you God has a special place in his palace. You're tired when you put them on. I'll remember that fateful day. The Lord take and give it a lessons for all those who are left. There are things we could change, but there are things only God could change. In your short term, you teach your best. Stabilization was your quest. Your death was a lessons to one and all. It's only God has the master call. Like a soul, like a soldier, like a soldier. You tied with your boots them on. Whilst it's true you were gone, in our memories you linger on. For you God has a special place in His palace. No more pain, no more sorrow, no more tortures tomorrow, no more worries and hurt. Peacefully you left this earth like a soul, like a soldier, like a soldier. You tried with your boots them on. Let me hear you sing it. Like a soldier, you tried like a soldier, like a soldier. You tied with you. Continue singing. I want you to put your hands together for two great leaders who passed me. Like a soldier, like a soldier. You tied with your boots them on. Sing like a soldier, like a soldier, like a soldier. You tied with your boots them on. That's why you can fight today. Sing like a soul, love you. Like a soldier, like a soldier. Thank you very much. Like a soldier, like a soldier, like a soldier. I say you tied with your boots them on.